Now, there's lots of issues that have come up this week. And Sammy Gyamfi's clash with Ashanti back in the NDC elections and many others. And I'll share my view and I'll try as much as possible to also address the evidence. Now, I would like to start with Sammy Gyamfi. So there's been a lot of conversation about whether we are a loss or not. Some commentaries about a big craft of a patch or earlier there. But I would like to start with the data. So the name is Jeff or they are maybe just the page in the show.
Okay, Jeff around.
And only the contentious page, And I'm pretty most of the thing because the photo. Mestre Senka Wobe Kaya Mame.
Okay.
Nanka Okaya. Nanka into war for no
okay, so there are two point 13 Misha Sivrion.
Exactly, I don't know contentious page.
Good. So I say DGPP operations have generated significant losses for the bank
and only a domestic gold purchasing program.
Okay.
DGPP.
Okay. So have generated significant losses for the Bank of Ghana. Losses in 2024 were equivalent to almost $400 million. That is 0.5% of GDP. 1/3 of which were related to G40. In 2025, the significant scaling up of the DGPP, that is Domestic Gold Purchasing Program now, operations led to losses of over $1.7 billion. That is 1.5%. Okay.
It's according to the IMF, and the visual can say, other nine of Uber Ghana and Sicilian, other nine of Uber Ghana and Sicilian, we need to do Kakama Charity. Yako IMF 17 times in the record. Now, the first time I call IMF, it was in May 1966. It's a Bretton Woods institution. Now, I don't know where it's a senior. Let's say, hey, Menkobo Bia Bessia, and I said, Menkoji Bessia, Bia, some of former bomber post over the and yes, he who pays the piper calls the tune. It is a walk of free will be there. Minium is Mima Brabo, about the Sika, Mamma, again, set them saying maybe Sicana. Almost any planet coins with Sinica or Sika, someone.
That's right.
So the IMF does this report on countries because they have a certain financial arrangement of the country. But I can be 17 times. Only two presidents and I had to sit in a down IMF. I take example 72 to 79 and a Kwame Nkrumah. Obia Kabia Kwame, and you could be Komobi. Sanity. Now, first of all, I'm of a country, then I need to be a very domestic gold purchase. 2024, you bought $400 million. Now, $400 million can be a boy, 1/3 of it necessary can do 3 years. That can be the gold for oil. Near Bamia Mubaya, and your person, the people was a book to do 17 cities. Setting at Anna kind of that's 1/3 of $400 million, $133 million. It was Shankasa. Domestic gold purchase Nankasa, a car boy in 2024. That can around 200 and what? Around $267 million. And only a 2/3. Because of the 1/3 of the loss here from gold for oil.
Okay.
And the gold for the oil is distinct from what? The DGPP, which is Domestic Gold Purchase Agreement.
Okay.
And a Brofone Potokate. 2025 for the year, Yaboka 1.7 billion. And if you have kind of say, program in 2024, in 2025, and you are still bottom. And yes, I'm a senior guy. Exactly.
Okay, so say one that is represent 1.7 billion, representing 1.5% of GDP, almost entirely related to that is gold for what? Reserve gold for reserve purchases. This amounted to a loss of 70% of the value of what is it? DORE? What is it?
Dog gold.
Okay, dog gold sold by the Bank of Ghana.
Entirely, a 2025 year. Entirely, you can't entirely, 100%. To gold for reserve.
Yes.
as I gold for reserve no institution when they this age no obodi ho say the Bank of Ghana. And of course okasa den losses accrued on gold trades are a combination of service, assay fees paid to Goldbod, discounts on gold sold to off-takers, and most importantly, exchange rate losses from the spread between the forex being rate paid to gold, go to purchase gold and CD reference rate. Senior, the way they go school. Before coming on and say, a Bank of Ghana board can say, service any affairs is no fear for Goldbod near back.
That's right.
This country was to board now, maybe to go no and pursue, this kind of the man pursue no fear back.
That's right.
And also, I can say, and then you do this. If I find a China, maybe 12 in a cobra, and I could say, the Baboka and other Nemoka. I didn't know about how 1.7 billion lost near the and I say, Kano, what's in another boss? I can a Bank of Ghana.
Sir,
it is a Goldbod in them now. Some of them visit points and then they say, anything. I'm presuming,
yay,
a Bank of Ghana, also for Sony gold for reserve, say. Ghana, you difficult also your reserve. It can be a senior. It is exposed to the volatilities of the currency of the day. What's that? It's in the young to be a 24 gold to be I'm a person, I'm a tight now of the ball. What's that? I'm a mobile maybe person and go to gold in the amount. Some of the people say, oh, I'm 1 million cities. And I didn't go the equivalent of 1 million cities. About the time I meet to gold maybe. You carry and then 1 million cities. I'm a dear bro. And I said, oh, I could find a passport. 1 billion now, the community who go about. Sadia, the 100 Ghana city. Say, also believe with you, man. Why, what that? It is a little bit of a send gold in number. Not a city, you could so go in the 5 city. But in his case, you are reserve on your Cotonia, Cotonia, force to be about our city. How can you about 1 city? And never miss a major general go to the board. I can. You know what I feel?
Pepe.
And people to place in the say. I don't know how to board in my Bank of Ghana. You do anything to my papa. But some of them to say, man, this is my papa say. They want to set account that you say. You can't have Bank of Ghana from your personal functionalities. I mean, go to gold. Many are support. If they are there, I mean, some of them, you know, over so what I'm about. See what I say. Now, maybe you don't say to be men, yes, the enemy understanding of this is that. Maybe say. I am a focal and then passiasm.
Yes.
Saturday, I am a phenomenal passias. Don't go only a little bit more young for what 17 days. Senior, only obey guy, now for 17, now for patron 17, and that's about the senior and the room. The two one your crime, they were 17 when you did our for them.
That's right.
And then you are service and no free as a car service and 1 year, a car.
Sir,
it's the to man. What's that here? It's media mania. Niama go 17 times in the general. Let's see if we go no more can. For Sammy, and the Bank of Ghana, I say. Sammy, the Bank of Ghana, trust it. Niama for your boss said this company had the money a problem. Again, fees need to go a problem. And you can't say fees, I say fees here. That fees tonight, and not Goldbod, they just or they transport to go to the BB and the money in the exchange rate volatility in Ghana. The answer to say, yeah, you were especially a forest regime. I had to go near this stage, man, because then the other argument is the economic cost is okay. So you can go up the sales for the interest and say, yeah, about 1.7 billion.
Okay.
It's a meeting, sir. So, for your mistake, can be set at the table beyond the political noise, beyond the political blame game, beyond your bet you will. Now, you discuss the details and nitty-gritties of these losses, whether the government can reduce it. Because me the report now make kind of who say Goldbod in the book and a Bank of Ghana.
That's right.
Our Bank of Ghana and the Goldbod you do man. Maybe you just understand it. I won't tell you that you'll be understand. I won't debate that. Maybe you just today. They understanding of this. Goldbod is agent of the Bank of Ghana. The agents in the bank in there from 1.7. They all have a certain what role to play.
Okay.
Let's come together and do that.
Not just as you say, no. Eugene, answer Abaku and him. Answer Abaku and him, Eugene. They were kind of clear. Memon Toffa said, not just as you say, no. I quite the Bank of Ghana, Asma Goldbod, so on Cotadiemra.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And o Cotadianwa, I don't know, a sicatness, Niboni 10 cities. But o Cotad, Nipa, Ocoto, free, nam set. Opese or the ma 20 no 10 cities there but ode fire cracker no so the be betimi amana nani age ho na the amount
exactly
nti eno say
ana see na nti so ade kakra kan o man say nipa ni nya de bi so obeye smoking.
That's right
it dey be 10 no man 11 and 12. That's
right
12 na say de man no Goldbod and aggregators saying na so sada mo kakra you know na dey na so to the 10 no what on the be 13 to the 50%.
That's right
Oh, what's that here?
Good.
And the reason why we are doing the discount is to incentivize them not to make a say of the 1.7 million there's an economic value and that is what I'm saying say it's economic value. Maybe I say maybe as I turn to the goal and the being and the catch to be can you look at that regime?
Okay.
Let's say the baby be 11.
Okay.
The baby be at 12 where the incentive can still be there.
Okay.
But we will not what accumulate such huge losses.
Yeah.
Because even in 2040, I'm in personal because I can say, oh, bon club, that's how But 2024 now, Bank of Guy, IMF has about 400 million. Then it's the same regime, but was said because it's been expanded. So near incentives for 500. Near the same incentives for 500. The losses for 100 cannot be compared to 500. Because now the regime of the Goldbod is different from the 2024 regime of the PMMC. The PMMC was only what? They are saying that every single local goal, especially from the ASM, which is the artisanal small scale miner, must be purchased by the gold, including now. I signed contract 2 weeks ago. Say even the last scale gold, I think about 15 or 25% must be bought by the Goldbod and also refined here. Okay. So I think that those nuances must be looked at.
All right. Yantuaso.
And then you are bad. The reason I give difference to you, sometimes you a platform let's show a very big bushy. I agree with Neil and Sebanda. I don't know why he apologized. And the bill so young and Neil and say that 20 million national chairman there. Some of people communicating. Don't know the cost of opportunity and I'm a you can Google. On another end the company manager.
Yeah.
So I think that I agree. If you see okay, if some who was speaking as an NDC communication officer, many problem. Maybe you just say to them, you are making maybe you could bring minister in the ministry. But I never want to say that the margin is to media. Now, don't be a son of the media. Senior Mekata baby.
Yes, sir.
That's what I say. I'm against it because of the public office they occupy. I think it should tone down. And because maybe the issue with the one that all we got to say that community, maybe I'm say a simple. We political side of it is simple. But I'm against it. You will recognize the American say a buyer and Sammy a buying from a staff Roma, Kebabwa. Because only what I say, you are a your master, a blackmailer. Or yes, person to be a with information you move. Now, say, you never could be a lady by a friend as the game. So, senior, could tell you, now, that's a one farm, I'll begin with you. Some may be to be a fortuna bit here, and I say, be a tree, also office that he will be, or full will be. No, but Jimmy Bibia. So the evidence in my school, that way. Papa. Because before one man, no one says some go to me can of credit. That's an end credit, no more can be no more information to extort money and blackmail people. They are. A serious offense. The evidence, the evidence, you might for your market. Especially coming at the back of the 2015 Ascar scandal. So I'm anti-bound. Sir. Petition and TVDR, we have a radio that we for the $10 $2,000. I did to me because you have budgeted almost 30 years. And until we have serious conversations about our politics and the character of the practitioners of our politics, Again said there's a question mark there. Want to say you. Okay. So the Goldbod matters in the maybe the situation again say it's a clear analysis. Then you go on the top analysis. Yes, discount now they come from more. Yes, basically basing microphone to be point the enemy and Cotono, Emma India for any else more. But see, my memoir did. He suggest a good to her memoir did. One of Goldbod in Commander in the bed. 2013 to 2016 on BBC. Now, Ghana and BBC are named Sammy movement discount. So, I make us there's an economic angle. But I made them just 1.6 is still 1.7. I just might be Japan.
Okay.
Now, Ghana Elusu gold. Me pet chart and amount. Incident from the moment may be who can be and I am so. You minister there for that. Tax now. You lose 6 billion. You say you were Mitaka India, I think 2016. I had a chat really. May they tough okay. Not there for now.
Therefore, yeah.
Until the man will make the MC and numbers. Just maybe a 2 mama. Now, of course, India on a story for Pelesquatu more. Oko India no say ne kosi e okwa na and you say tawa ban for boy so o fa kotuka bibia boko de Ghana for ho ye my had last year you to gold amount we wo bobo and you say tan so edmo Bank of Ghana that no be divide me boa and you say tan so Facebook ma there be ne India for kano to be almost double of the Ghana official book and you say Bank of Ghana because hey it's a movement of motor Ghana need no. Senior, the task that was
that's also that's Facebook. Yeah, more Facebook here.
A difference in a way. Goldbod idea and a tribal. It's a 1 year who said, sir, you was smugglers for sister Luma Senior. Almost smuggle countries now, they are Ghana officially smuggle Granisa. Chat in that's my evidence. India, Ghana, book between 2013 to 2015, you lose $6 billion.
Yes.
Go the call 1 year $3.4 billion dollars. India for to go almost 4.9 billion. It was the difference of 1.3 billion illegal and bank now country like UAE, Dubai. Yeah, go the way book Bank of Ghana book I have 4.3 billion. But Dubai to gold 5.8 billion, the same 4-year period. Difference in here is 1.5 billion.
Yes.
If you can 1.3 and 1.5, that's the one quantity, that's 2.8 billion. News, I just raise a lot. Yet on 3.3 official. You put from book or matter 6.9. The difference of what 3.6. You must not go crowd doors or saying you can see it for you. That is where the 6 billion figure is coming from.
Wow.
So this is when in the new 2016. That's why they came back in the institution like the Goldbod.
Okay.
So the difference of which you can minus is to account for this smuggling 8 things.
That's right.
It's mean when we look at the economic value, it's almost more good the impact on the country. The stable currency is stable, the impact of the casino and American they be almost about $24,000. That due to me almost 120,000. Last year, Julia. That dollar near 13-14. Now you almost 120,000. I'm the estimate to the back. Julia, Saturday and I look for you BBS roughly about 74,000.
That's what it.
That's what almost 40,000. So this is the plus some of these things do. But I believe that in as much as you can achieve those economic benefits, we can also have a way to reduce the losses.
Okay.
And we cannot tone down. The things are not supposed to tone down.
Okay.
Especially when both of them occupy public property and they are not communicating for themselves, they are communicating as agents of the state. I think that they all control. That's my view on the Goldbod issue.
Okay. Great.
Now, let's say MPP the also Kakra. The Ashanti regional election. Now, national media, maybe Obi only be declare biases. on record, and I'm breaking this news for you. Maybe I'm a candidate, a woman, maybe I'm a candidate. I am a mini Clement to Pupujancy. Many are planted on Antiate, OBDC, many more, yeah. I can't mean the time that to be here. In the MPP, a for youth organizer, Clement to Pupujancy. Mamma family to Christian analyst and go from us and Lincoln Law School. I did a breakthrough low in the on one that used to do my soon. Using it. Now, since your friend was here and said, I can't tell you, and you know, or educated or framing feedback analysis in our home, breaking down all that now, and it's very instrumental. National, they do a back of comments on no Kupuga said. In the rebranding of the MPP, no boy, even I say Y3n and Nakumia to other countries. That's a lot. And Obian said because I'm a practitioner and a broadcaster, Nakumia is one communicator. Almost every journalist like he communicates well. He doesn't use insulting languages and everything. He's a proper person. I think I want to contact the prayer at the same time.
Amazing.
On a beat them. With a family, me, I'm from Bugan, some point to them. And a man who me man about my support and the Yama, me am the full legs, you know. Now I know my name, I am pretty. Could that you that's what after that. I think say how the vote went, basically they wanted to break into me and encounter voting hegemony in the party. Though they still remain influential. It's not talk about what you make.
Right.
Not for Ashanti Media. And I think that the public utterances and some appearances of him made him come across the way that he came across, and the subsequent end of it. I think Saturday the analysis they can say who cannot know the lead.
Yeah.
Because of only want to make the difference and then said now being a constituency chairman for I think a Fidel Fabric South for 20 years, that's a grassroots. If you go about 5 times. That would be near senior. That's his volume. Because when there, the cost of an election in that in this country is not easy. And his resourcefulness earlier there. So I was not surprised with you. I was only surprised at the matter of Bukokuven from. And that tells you that the NPP were upset the news because they knew in the idea of Kukufu or the person around Kukufu's candidate. It's in the south, the NPP in the region were totally upset with the fallout of the Winky regime.
Sure.
Now he's made some promises today. I'll be privileged to be to certain platforms, and I hope I'm able to ask him questions if the opportunity are based on I think the top 5 is going to be the Ashanti region. When you look at the other places, I was surprised them to win because I thought it would be a cliffhanger, but to show me after I look close I'm surprised because DKM is strong. Rap being the current youth organizer. So many things that was some kind of kind, right? Let me say that when I was surprised. Captain them selected there. Obey again, they'll be a secretary just transfer to you for under every I think I'll find out something very I think that they basically want to have a new face of the party in the region. But to be interesting what the Kuka regime will do, because what I'm here for is that's an election, and especially when how emotive the election were, and I think that those who love to be careful because those who picture be a Kuka, so I think I'm actually and I don't need to be of prayer. Because sometimes you need to put your individual differences aside and fight for the collective interest. Because you see, at the end of the day, it comes back to what the student Petana Kufuaka. There are power power. You know, more than if you have to Amara Mobeka, then you know my brother. Because over in Serbia, you can't a mother back. On a mobile power, you can't a mother back. If the lecturer was a bit of a good amount, it is a one thing to mean the thing difference. Some of them are bent to pack. Now you may share. Now, one from them that the should be maybe I know they're more passing some. But I think that for the MPP to present effect going into the 2028 election, all signs that the MPP has a certain advantage. Because maybe an internet makers are buying an advantage, it's a incumbency advantage. Senior election. So we because I did my election, I think you have a kind of
oh, yes.
And I want to here, and if you could get it, but Our Bema, obedient to our Bema Kakakran, no, but had you be a monk. Send me a day that you won't know the for. The analysis of Christian that they can go, your big boy is good as what the department I apply. They reply before say, may arrogant to, but I don't want to imagine say 70% of those because they be a baby in General. And that which may be the man into Obama bash. Yes, I'm amazing. It may not be entirely because I will there, but the person can have a certain interest from you, a certain dividend from you. So they give you praises.
Yeah.
So sometimes people, by virtue of you being in power, by virtue of being in that political office, will do certain favors for you. So they always will have the advantage of incumbency. I mean, MPP campaign number 2028, and then just 2024 that. Pass the little bit. They board the little bit. And one of the four will derive message, Papa. Because me, I'm one of the people who believe in that political science theory that opposition parties don't win elections. Incumbent governments lose elections.
Sure.
Let me explain myself. Some of them are 56. Virginia, we have 56. Now I pursue you could do for I am this number could do for because promises are Ghana for them. So we deliver our promises now. 56 because they voted based on the promises as a manifesto.
Sure.
So if you actualize the manifesto and achieve it, and they benefit from the dividend of those promises, what will happen? They will vote for you.
Yeah.
I'm not powerful. Yeah, I'm powerful. I'm not powerful. And you know what tell you will give you with the control of a man.
Yeah, definitely.
And I expect Coca to also be Coca can if he power can trick you, propose a conference and a tricky young people. And I say, when you even win, you must be magnanimous. Magnanimous, let's say. And yet, for young to see any Lakuti. And yet, they say, and yet, Capasson. They say, and yet, Capasson.
That's right.
And then intelligent. Only young people for a normal. Let's find a way and bring all of them together. That is what a political party does. You bridge the gap. What do I mean by bridge the gap? At the end of what kind of crime, the Kokofi, when a Kokofi because some of your party, let's start a party, NDC party of 100 days. What's anything? Anything. Senior, and I am going to be because in your career, the party is not close to 2 million votes, 1.7, 1.8 million, 47 constituencies. When it's about 90-95% of the people in this region, let's see here, MPP party of it.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous. It's not a own comparison because 2028 election, a very, very clear angle of an election. An election, enough. An election, you can kill it with the MPP. They need to come together. They need to come to that convergence point and be able to have that discussion among themselves and do that.
That's
so
right.
that will be on the NPP.
That's right. So Coca, so okay, you know, just right after the elections, no, or call the opponent, Dr. Henry Kukufuho. Now, on one call you, just all train say he went there. And on one corner now, so and idea very significant. HBB San say right after a year the previous election, regional elections, some year, no. The chairman, Winnie chairman to me, as I speak, is yet to meet with Chairman Coca. One more ancient, baby, say, be I mean, yet is saying, Jenny and Kai who near the and so this is how the SCA can be chair party, no?
Yes, and I think that understand your color. It's also shows that Coca may do well. Because here, one of the things I want to declare now, the Kaiser 2018, I was picked among some few Ghanaians by the US government to go for a training. What we call the Young African Leaders Initiative at Gyamfi for 1 month. Nana was 3 tracks: civic leadership, entrepreneurship, and public policy. I was in public policy. And one of the things we learned in that public policy class is that consultancy or consultant, stakeholder engagement is very key. But even at the master's level, near course the I think CSR.
Okay.
Corporate responsibility.
Okay.
What was the go mind the radio mining community class? So what the job the church? Look at it,
Aye.
But CSR day. So depending on corporate social responsibility and not corporate legal and then so. What you understand the young community
sir.
But at the end of the day, you need to consult.
Communication for development.
Yes, a company do more about community. Na community never seems to happen. And crying to community means to happen. No comes when we find the situation of family chapel. If the same crying corner panel, maybe this shit. Maybe we rich. The community in the bus, so we are going to happen car party.
That's right.
But that community needs money so we call me chapel or so. Because it's really India. So we call upon one and a half Panama, a caution. So we couldn't let them tap on a cake, we know about. On the bank name,
Sir.
It's all consulted. It's a consultation,
Papa.
As I believe, you know, with the Y3n. It's very, very important. I think that's a Tana warrior. I think it's a good thing.
Good. Eugene, before Rebecca now.
And now, so court, Supreme Court, injunction application.
Yes.
At the court, my mission got there were a 10-page ruling.
Right, sure. So in 0104.5, Kukren Tumi no asugusa utemidini na kwabram prechum Eugene I'll say to Tusuna Emma in a drink come so yes, Eugene Yanko.
Yes, and the Yanko and not a ruling the buy and Matacho said you've intercepted the ruling. So let me quickly get it for you. 90 and now some kind of release that could open my court could sign. I would say let's have a case in the court. And the chief justice warrant. Now the fact that become clear, the new oral activity, but there are 29 judges there nothing.
Yeah.
If they need 2 judges, then for justice to be paid, you will be case and answer justice at Chibonga. National security case and stand up a bloody one case. And I could go from court, because the key for 5 main release. One or say a declaration that the warrant of the Honorable Chief Justice directed some judges to sit and conduct criminal trials in selected cases during the legal vacation is inconsistent and the latter and the spirit of Article 17(1)(2) and Article 23 and Article 22(9)(6)(a) of the 1992 Constitution. And the Constitution is the or say that Supreme Court Chief Justice, after the judges international inconsistent in the Constitution, with the 2, a declaration that the action of the CJ to promote and facilitate the hearing of special criminal cases in the legal vacation to the total neglect of other criminal cases tantamount to selective justice, which contravenes the latter aspect of Article 17 of the 1992 Constitution. The declaration that the warrant of the Honorable Chief Justice directed some judges to sit and conduct criminal trials in selected cases during the legal vacation violate the rights and health of members of the bar and judicial service who have been affected by the directive and inconsistent Article 24(1), 2, and 36(10) of the 1992 Constitution. Most of the reliefs, rest on Article 17. But see, you can say at the end of the day, and that helps of the practitioners of the judiciary, including the judicial, and lawyers. And as for a declaration that Order 79 Rule 1 and 2 of the High Court Civil Procedure Rule, to the extent that they allowed Honorable CJ to select some cases during the legal vacation, consistent Article 17 again. And finally, any other directives that the Honorable Court may consider. Now, what is Article 17? Article 17 says all persons shall be equal before the law. 2, a person shall not be discriminated against on the grounds of gender, creed, color, ethnic origin, religion, or social or economic status. As I'm taking you, let's say, I'm a BBI fair. Now, I'm out for computing. And your case, no, but you are good. Case, no, the coin, the substantive case required date my ability. But for that, some of the corner in Gyamfi court for say, case is near possible. You have to have one day.
And to so.
And one certain judge, Justice Gabriel Scott for mine. On the tenant submission about Wogulo. You enter about to go a ruling about the template, the conclusion all kind of thing. One, the Chief Justice had a do right basically to order the cases to continue. I didn't commence in a Yamra.
Yeah.
They will proceed now, all kind of. It hasn't stopped the Chief Justice from saying a certain cases to continue as a convention. And the law doesn't stop the Chief Justice from doing that. And again, when you two judges when it's nothing, you have to bungani could be 29 judges that's nothing. And again, on the court believes in expedited procedure. Say the case is not going on. I don't know. If you can be free. Now that is also a chance of the later they can take their leave. Chief Justice the more. We can't say. Lawyers no more call legal vacation. Lawyers are private contractors. That is why they are described as private legal practitioners.
Yes.
It's almost not plan you believe it is that because I want my course. The client no only made the client no compel lawyer for the number at the Canada somebody amano. And I could just point to move so the couldn't get that won't go easy. But for me, I think that like as a co for until I apply to my brother, I'm getting to talk with it. Now they are getting massive on some of the procedures because I have issues with it. Say a current 70 justice will determine the fate of their boss. It sounds to me. I think that maybe because of the whole aura, the whole talkability vibe around aura, maybe we need to have a certain way to think about the legal vacation.
Okay.
For me, to be a layman, it doesn't make sense 2 months. Asama will be able to be a criminal matter, not than the SWAT 2 months. Asama, if you a bit security, some for 2 months. I think that there needs to be a written but
right.
Or loyally minded.
Right.
If I think that maybe we need to get to that convergence point where you have such conversations and then be able to bridge the gap. After when they hear the substantive cases, I mean, one among the come on next week as well. The 10 pages where the full detailed ruling, I read it to you here.
Good. Great. Eugene Osetutu, the fact checker, and Amoten and Kano, right? I insure 104.5. Eugene, thank you very, very much.
Great.
Enti Ebusia Eugene Amoten and Kano. Na Ohineba Hagen.